41 years, just think of all the people I've met, Brian said. Esther Newton, Milt Anderson, Margie Owens, and Earl Brown. And now I'm getting to know the new realtors coming up, and it's really amazing. So back to the story. Why does Brian Jones need 50 bow ties? Brian says it's because bow ties are his trademark, his calling card. This coming from a 6'9" guy. So does he really need another calling card when you're 6'9"? But anyway. And he wears them as a sign of respect for his father, who wore a coat and tie to work every day, even Saturdays when he was in the office alone. But what we know is that the bow ties are only a small part of Brian Jones. Man, this is getting tough for me up here. Brian is about family. His wife, Pat, his kids, Nolan, Aubrey, and Devin, and his realtor family. He has a big smile and a contagious laugh. He's stubborn in his beliefs about private property rights and passionate with confidence in the purpose of the association. He's a guy who believes in doing what is right, not what is simple. And it's those qualities that will make Brian a great association president. And I wish him every success in 2010. Brian. Pat Coleman had to go back in Kansas City because she thinks I'm such a crybaby anyway. So now, on this special occasion, I'd like to make a toast. So please grab your glasses. If you don't have one, get a hold of Bernsey or Ron Curtis and get one. So I can make a toast. To President Jones and all the association leaders and all the members of the Realtor family, here's to an incredible year. At this time, I'd like to extend my congratulations. This time I'd like to invite NAR and KAR past president Nestor R. Wyden Jr. to the podium for the installation of the officers. Nestor?
Thank you. Let me first congratulate President and her officers, the executive committee, and the directors for a very successful year. The membership of KAR certainly has benefited from this kind of leadership, and all of us are very appreciative. Let me now introduce the members of the executive committee whose term has expired and who will be leading the executive committee at the end of this year. Please stand as and remain standing as I call your name until we've completed the entire agenda. First of all, the immediate past president, Jeff Carson. Remain standing, Jeff. Zone 2 Vice President, Tammy Ellis. Tammy, where are you? There you are. Zone 8 Vice President, Dan West. Don, where are you?
He had to go home.
He's not here, okay. And the presidential appointees, Kelly, Elmer Luker, and Paul and Dan Sight. Stand up, please. These realtors have contributed unselfishly of their time and their personal efforts and energy, and we, the members of the association, have certainly benefited from that. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd now like to invite the 2010 President, Brian, to join me up here at the podium. I'll let you stand on my right. I shrink a little. I'd like to ask all the incoming and remaining officers to stand and remain standing until I read your name. Presidential appointees, Mike McGrew, John Ringgold, and Sheila Swetman. Please stand. Zone 1 Vice President, Dale Stiles. Zone 2, Deborah McMullen. Zone 3, Carol Mangan. How did we do that? Zone 4, Lauren Pepper. Zone 5, Chris Rose. Zone 6, Steve McCullough. Zone 7, Helen Dobbs. Zone 8, Vicki Buckley. First Vice President and Treasurer, John Brocker. President-elect, Jamie Holt Doty. And your immediate past president, Pam Christian. You are obviously becoming the leaders and the mentors and the spokespersons for the Kansas Association in this coming year. And I think that you have a responsibility that we all appreciate and admire. And as a token of your sincerity, would you please, along with President Brian, raise your right hand and let me administer the oath of office. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will administer the office to the best of your ability, in conformity with the bylaws of the Kansas Association of Realtors, and observe and enforce the Realtor Code of Ethics, to represent the best interests of the Kansas real estate community, and to be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play? Do you so subscribe? By the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I officially announce that you're duly installed as members and officers of the Kansas Association of Realtors. Congratulations. President Ryan, here is the gavel and the state realtor pin. These are symbols of your presidency and the respect that we have for you as our incoming president. We wish you a most successful year. I'm going to